Hi, I'm Paul with Equipped Expedition Outfitters. Today I want to talk to you about the Eezi-Awn Bat 270-degree awning. We have it here on one of our vehicles in our showroom, and I thought I'd go through the whole process of setting it up and putting it away to show you how easy this is. First of all, let's talk about the awning itself. The Bat awning is a 270-degree awning. It is in a bag that is made out of PVC material. It's the same material that the U.S. market uses for tonneau covers on the back of pickup trucks. Impervious to the weather, it's going to last for a very, very long time. They use a YKK zipper to hold the bag together. The back of the awning is an aluminum extrusion that has some T-slots in it. Those T-slots allow you to put the mounting anywhere on the back of that awning, whatever suits your needs as far as putting it on an SUV, a vehicle, or like we have it set up here. So let's go ahead and open it up. The bat awning is 90 inches long with the bag as it sits here. And when we open it up, it shows a great deal of coverage. So simple as it to open it up. Now when we open it up, you'll notice inside here, I just put the bag behind here. We've got 3 clips that go across here. 1, 2, 3. Those clips hold all the material in place and allow it to get out of the way for the bag to close up. When we open up those clips, panels fall down. We have 4 extrusions that are sitting on a shelf right here. At this end, we've got a hinge. This hinge is set up with 2 pivot points. Each pivot point has 2 of what we call rafter arms on it that allow this awning to set up. So let's take a look at how this goes. We take those 4 rafter arms off of that, and we swing it right around. You notice that it pretty well sets itself up. Now on this awning, we have a strap on the back side here. And what that strap allows us to do is to find something on the side of the vehicle to strap it off to. That creates tension on this rafter arm here and tension on each one of these panels. So you see the end of this panel is fairly taut, and that is the goal. That holds the structure of this awning in place. Now notice, we have a fully suspended awning that we can use here. Now the trick of the matter is, yes, is it possible to use this awning freestanding? Yes, in no wind conditions. If there's any wind at all, it becomes problematic because this is one big umbrella. We don't want to make, we don't want any damage to the awning or your rack or your vehicle or otherwise. So what we suggest in every situation is that you put the legs down in position and stake the legs in place. It's wonderful, it looks awesome until it doesn't. When a wind comes along that you can't see, it can really make a mess of things. Even the awnings that are out there on the market that are freestanding, if you have those in wind, that wind is working against your vehicle. It can damage things. Like it or not, that's the conditions that we're in. So let's see how we do this differently than the other ones on the market do. Inside every one of the rafter arms that the awning is made out of, there is a leg. And if you take the knob on that leg right here, turn it a little bit, slide it outwards, it drops off of a little clip up in that arm. We raise it into position and tighten that knob. It's very simple to do. And then the clip in here holds that lid up in place. It's simple to use. I'll show you how to do that in a second. But we have in each one of the arms that same leg that goes down in position. Our goal is to have these all set up horizontally from the hinge of the vehicle or the awning itself. That gives us a nice level plane. So on the bottom of each one of these legs, if you look down there are 2 holes in what we call the foot. And what those holes are for putting stakes in place. And we stake the awning down. If you stake the awning down with stakes going this way, they'll pull up the same way. So what we suggest is you take the stakes and we put them at an angle. Put them in at a 45-degree opposing angle. This is an anchor. This holds an awning in place. Now, if you put that in place, tie the legs down appropriately, this awning is very stable in the wind. winds up to 30, 35 miles an hour without any concern whatsoever. It's a very sturdy awning in wind conditions. If you feel you need to tie it down more, right up in the top of each of the rafter arms, just out from that leg, is a position for you to put a guy wire on to tie it out in place. But I've never needed one. If you think it's necessary, awesome. It's there for you to use. The other thing that we want to talk about here is that by staking that down, you've now created an anchor for some force. And that's, the force is what I'm talking about, is if you decide that if it's raining, you want to drain the awning, or create a low point for the rain to run off. You can anchor that in there, and now that allows us to draw down the corners a little bit. You'll get some tension as you're flexing the hinge there. That's okay, to a point. Bring that down a little bit, tie it in place, and now you've created a low point. Oh, took my foot off, sorry. Now you've created a low point for the water to run off of in inclement conditions. Just a pointer there. So now I raise that back up. So now we've got an awning that's set up. Utilize it as all you want. Now let's put it all back away because it's time to go. Okay, so reverse process. We take our stakes out, we take our leg up, we take that foot and we fold it to the bottom of the rafter arm, and right up inside the rafter arm there's a little clip, and in that clip there is a ledge. And you'll feel that ledge, and once you hit that piece, hit that leg in there, this leg is made out of square aluminum tubing. So that tubing has a hole in the end of it, and that hole slides up and hooks onto the ledge there. You slide it towards that ledge, tighten the knot in place, and you're all good to go there. It's a lot easier once you've done it a few times. You put it up there, we hook that leg into that notch, and there we go. Okay, so let's fold up the other one. We take the clip off on the other side here. It loosens the rafter arms. It's a simple process of returning all of the rafter arms to their position in the cover. Now, remember those three straps that I was talking to you about that hold that in place? You want to make sure that those clear the rafter arms before you set them on the ledge. So, notice, here's one of those. We got one here. We got one down here. These rafter arms set up side by side, two on top, two on bottom, and then they sit up on the top of that ledge. So we just raise them up on the ledge. Now we've got our three straps over the top here. Now the cover on this awning is very tight, so there's a process of putting away the material. If we were to take this material and simply roll it up into a knot in the front, it creates too much mass on the front of the cover. So what we're going to show you is a trick that I've learned that makes it a lot easier to do that. Put that in there, fold it halfway up, take a handful from the notch of your thumb up to your fingers. Take that, fold it once, fold it twice, and then roll that material nice and flat against the front of the awning. Clip goes into play. This clip holds the back. Clip holds the front. Okay, and we fold the cover back over on top of the awning here. Another nice thing about the bat awnings is that we have two variations, one for the right-hand side and one for the left-hand side of your vehicle. And that makes it nice, so that if you choose to go from one side or the other, whatever is your preference, you can. But you'll notice that on each one of them, the zipper always ends up at the back of the vehicle, whether it's the right-hand side or the left-hand side. The zipper always ends up at the back. That way it doesn't open itself in the wind. So now we've put away the bat awning, and it's all ready and good to go off on your next adventure. The Bat 270 awning by Eezi-Awn is one of the best awnings on the market. The material is awesome. The material on the Rainfly itself is a 260 gram ripstop material, impervious to water, full aluminum construction. There's no plastic in the design at all. It stows up nice and tight. It's very lightweight in relative terms, only in the 40-pound range. Fantastic, fantastic awning. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to us at equipone.com. I'm Paul with Equipped. Thanks for your time.